In the late 1980s, Mike Tyson offered a zookeeper $10,000 to fight a silverback gorilla. The offer was declined, but let's see just how this fight would have gone down. Welcome back to the channel. When you look into the eyes of a wild gorilla, you feel a sense of connection that defies words. The only connection Mike Tyson will be making here is with his fists on the gorilla's face. Arguably, every human being is completely outmatched for strength here. A knockout punch fighter rather than a grappler is mankind's best shot at victory. Luckily, Mike Tyson has a fearsome fighting record for this type of combat. In 11 years between March 1985 and September 1996, Tyson had 49 heavyweight boxing matches. He won 48 of these. 41 of these, he won with knockout punches. This is one very dangerous human being, easily capable of killing 99% of humans with punches to the skull. But how does one of mankind's most powerful fighters stack up against a typical silverback gorilla? Here we will fight Mike Tyson in his prime, weighing 220 pounds, against a gorilla weighing 440 pounds. The silverback gorilla is the Earth's largest primate. With a strength between 2 and 9 times greater than Mike Tyson, the gorilla has a significant advantage. Much like in Savage-Showdowns Episode 3, Tyson versus a chimpanzee, Tyson's only option at winning this fight is a series of skull-shattering punches. If the gorilla gets hold of him, it will drag him to the floor and completely pulverize him. Tyson will have a few fleeting moments to land as many knockout punches on the silverback's skull as possible. Enough of the chit-chat. The zookeeper has taken Tyson's money, opened the gorilla's cage, and the fight is on. Mike Tyson and the silverback gorilla approach each other. The gorilla beats its chest and shows off them 2-inch canines. The gorilla has a very powerful jaw and high bite force, but it won't be biting in this fight. The gorilla's jaw is primarily adapted for the chewing of very tough vegetation. The gorilla is not a predator and has no hunting instincts here. Seeing Mike as a threat, the gorilla will be approaching the fight as if for territorial or mating dominance. As the gorilla approaches Mike, the gorilla's head height is at a good height for Mike to land a knockout punch. But with thick bones and thick muscle acting like armor, Mike Tyson has a very difficult job ahead of him. 50% of the time, Tyson is able to land a full-power knockout-level blow to the gorilla's skull. Packing over 1,100 foot-pounds of force, this punch would kill most human beings immediately. However, the gorilla has a brain about a third the size of Mike Tyson's. So, where the human's brain may be rattled against the skull, there is a significant level of protection with the gorilla's head, absorbing the impact of the punch. In short, despite Mike Tyson getting a perfectly timed and landed hit on the gorilla's face, it does not have the same effect as it does on many of his heavyweight boxing opponents. On realizing the apparent ineffectiveness of several very powerful punches to the head, Mike reverts to more animalistic attacks, biting the gorilla's ears and trying to gouge the eyes. The human here is in panic mode. The gorilla grabs Mike's arm or leg and throws him across the floor. Almost immediately, the silverback is on him, pummeling Mike's fragile human body with devastating blows, snapping his ribs, crushing vital organs, and causing massive tissue trauma. Mike Tyson now would have no ability to defend himself or escape. The violence would continue until the silverback gorilla is satisfied that the threat has gone. Mike here has essentially paid $10,000 for a violent death through severe trauma injury. In 100 fights, the gorilla wins 100 times. The human being just cannot injure a silverback gorilla enough to win a fight. Much like in episode 12, against a hippopotamus, the human being needs access to mankind's tech tree to show true dominance. See you next time on Savage Showdowns. Bye-bye.